Hi, y'all. Hi, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Quisha. I have another book haul. You know what's crazy is I think I've only read like 2 of the books from the last haul, but somehow I keep buying books. It is a problem and I am trying to do better, okay? First off, I'm going to start off with the books that I'm going in blind because I don't know what they're about, clearly. If the covers look interesting to you, give it a goog and see what they're about, okay? We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. Look at this cover, y'all. It looks so spooky. It's gonna be perfect for the fall, I think, and I hope. I'm gonna read it. It's short too. It's not too, not that thick of a book. Next, I have This Woven Kingdom and These Infinite Threads. Look at how gorgeous these are. They give fantasy vibes, romantasy. I'm pretty sure this is a romantasy series, so I'm very excited about these. Fantasy is right up there with thriller for me. I have just become such a huge fantasy fan that I want to read them all, okay? The House of Eve by Sadika Johnson. This is about 2 women. I'm assuming their lives meet up at some point, or I'm assuming their lives, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Intertwine. I think their lives intertwine at some point. Anyway, this is a historical fiction about 2 women. You have Ruby, who's the first in her family who's on track to attend college, but a taboo love affair threatens to send her behind right back to poverty. And then you have Eleanor, who falls in love with a black man from a very prestigious family, and they are not so quick to accept her. Somehow she got it in her mind that getting pregnant is the way to get that done. And I don't think so. I'm so excited to read this. I've heard so many good things about this book. I'm very excited about it. I'm excited about all of these, so I'm just gonna stop saying that right now. Now this one is semi-blind. This is Bright Young Women by Jessica Knoll. I know loosely what it's about. It's about some girls in college in Florida. I believe one of her friends is murdered or goes missing, and then you have a serial killer out in Colorado, and then there's some other lady in between who sees about the missing friend or the murdered friend back in Florida, and I think she has a feeling that the serial killer in Colorado is the same one that's doing the murders in Florida. So that's what I think this is about. That's as much as I know, okay? Killers of a Certain Age by Deanna Raybourn. This is about some old school killers, okay? A group of old lady assassins. They've been in the game for like 40 years, okay? They've been slicing and dicing for 40 years. Their organization decides to send them on like a trip. They call it like a retirement trip, but the ladies on the trip soon find out that their organization is out to get them. They realize that they're being targeted. So in order to survive, they have to turn against the organization and maybe each other to make it out alive. I'm excited to read about some old lady killers. Like, please, I've never read a book like that before. I just said I wasn't gonna say I was excited. Child. Then we have 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. This is about a girl who is on a road trip with 5 of her friends. Their RV breaks down and they quickly realize that it's not an accident. And they have 8 hours to find out who is targeting them. But they also don't know, is the person that's targeting them, is it one of them? Clearly only 5 of them survive out of the 6, so who did it? I have both books in the Legendborn series, the first one and the sequel. This is about a young girl, Bree. Her mother dies, and to escape, she finds a school for like bright young scholars. On her first night there, she witnesses a demon feeding off of human energies. She's not supposed to see that, so the demon, whose name is Merlin, tries to erase her memory, but it doesn't work. In trying to erase her memory, he kind of unlocks a memory for her. Like, she sees that the night that her mother died, this Merlin was in the hospital. So at this new school that she's at, there's a group of, I guess like an underground, special community called the Legendborn, and they hunt these demons. So she teams up with a self-exiled Legendborn, and they team up to try to uncover the secrets of this secret society. I love a secret society. Secrets, intrigue, lies. Yeah. Finally have Ace of Spades by Farida Abike Imide. Y'all, look at this cover. Like, please look at this cover, girl. Abigail. So this is about two college students who are selected to be part of, are they in college or are they in high school? Y'all, hold on now. Two private school students are selected to be part of the Senior Perfects. Things are going well until they start getting anonymous text messages from someone who calls themselves Aces. The text messages contain secrets about them that could threaten their lives. The two students team up to try to take down Aces before things turn deadly. Y'all, that's my cute little haul. It was quick and to the point, right? While I have y'all here, let me tell y'all what I just finished reading as well as what I'm reading now. So recently, I have been reading a lot lately, and it just makes me very happy. So let me tell y'all what I just finished. So for my book club, I read Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. I was very much into this book. It had me hooked, eating it up. I still read it super quickly. I think I read the book in like 3 days. The first 50% of the book, y'all, I was so anxious. I was reading so fast because I wanted to know what happened. But I just feel like, first of all, I predicted the twist. That's at the 50% mark. Whatever. Just after the 50% mark, things just kind of went a little too quickly, I think. And it's just kind of like, this is without giving spoilers, of course. I don't know. I just feel like the ending was very basic in my opinion. I just feel like so many more things could have happened with this book. I honestly, okay, I don't want to give no spoilers, but I just feel like there could have been a lot more done with this book. Also, there was just like a lot happening that was kind of unnecessary. So I ended up giving it 3 stars. I know so many people praised this book, but for me, it just didn't do it for me. It was just okay. It was 3 stars. You know, I still would recommend a 3-star book to people. 3 stars is not bad, you know? I also read Parable of the Talents by Octavia Butler. I read the first book, Parable of the Sower, earlier this year, and I gave that 5 stars. I've never read a book like that. It's very like, it's kind of like Walking Dead, but futuristic at the same time. No zombies though, but it just gave me that vibe, that survival type of, you know, situation. The second book, I gave that 5 stars as well. It was just such a unique book, and I cannot believe, this is not a spoiler, but they talk about a presidential candidate in here, and his slogan is "Make America Great Again." I was like, what, y'all, the book was written in 2018. The story was just so interesting and unique. These are the first books that I've read from Octavia Butler, and I will be reading more of her books. I like these kind of books. I also read The Art of Scandal by Regina Black, y'all. Now that book was good. It's kind of romancy, you know, cheating situation. It's about a woman, a black woman that's married to a white man. He's the mayor, and I think he's trying to level up his political career. You find out within the first 5 pages that he's cheating on her, and they try to make a deal. She ends up falling for somebody that's tied to them in a very interesting way. This book, it was giving very much Scandal, like the TV show Scandal, political drama, you know, cheating. It touches on, you know, interracial relationships and things like that. It's also about art. I read this book in 2 days. It was just very good. As far as romance goes, I really like it. It's the kind of romance I like. It wasn't cheesy in my opinion, so I really liked that. I gave that 5 stars. I also read The Ritual by Chantel Tessier. That is book 1 of the Lord series. Okay, now that is a dark romance, okay? A dark college romance. So if you don't like the spicy books, I say stay away from that one. I gave it 3 stars simply because it would have been 4 stars, but there was just a plot towards the end of the story that I just felt was so unnecessary, and I don't like it. If you want to know about it and you don't care about spoilers, just write me and I'll tell you about it. It just wasn't needed for the story to progress. Like, why did that have to happen? It was a similar plot in Demon's Dream too, and that knocked Demon's Dream amongst many other things down for me. If Demon's Dream just would have had a few changes, it would have been a 5-star read. I still very much recommend Demon's Dream to people. There's just things personally that bothered me about it, and the female lead was a little bit annoying. But anyway, back to The Ritual. Yeah, there were just parts that the female lead was dumb sometimes. I don't like when the leads are dumb. It just really, like, why y'all so stupid? Especially if their dumbness isn't an integral part of the story. Why do they have to be dumb for no reason? Like, I don't like that. So anyway, I will be reading the rest of the Lord series. I hope they get better from there and they don't do what they did in the first book that they did at the end of the book. It would have been 4 stars otherwise. I liked the spice. Okay, the spice was good. All right. yeah, I enjoyed that. So anyway, period. And right now I am reading, well, I'm listening to Binding 13 on Audible. If you have an Audible subscription, it's free right now in the Audible Plus library. I'm gonna be real honest. Okay, like I said, y'all know I'm not a romance girl, but I am trying, okay? It's so slow. Like, I was listening to it for 2 hours and I was only on chapter 4. And honestly, the male narrator's voice is not doing it for me. It doesn't fit what he's reading. I feel like he should have like a deeper, sexier voice. But I'm listening to it. I'm clearly liking it for some reason. I'm 50% through right now. So, but I just feel like it's very slow and it's kind of boring. But for some reason, I'm hooked. I don't know. I don't know that I recommend it just yet. Romance people say it's like the best book they've ever read. I'm gonna see about that. I also just started Curvy Girl Summer. I'm very new into that. Like, I'm only 5% in. I think I'm gonna like it. I like the writing. It's cute so far. So, and it's romancy. Like, y'all see, I'm trying with the romance. I'm trying. So that is my book haul, as well as some of my favorite and not so favorite reads and what I'm currently reading. Let me know what you're reading. If you have any recommendations for me, drop them down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.